All right, what's going on, guys? This is Jamel Jackson, your relationship mechanic. I focus on preparing, evaluating, and giving you guys the tools you need to maintain healthy relationships. This is the Value Podcast, where valuable people attract people of value. We're doing a little different today, man. I'm lounging by the fire with a dope artist, musician, producer. It's a lot of things I could probably say, man. I'm getting to know this guy, and it's very organic, man. You know what I mean? Right. It's very organic and authentic. So I want you to just tell the people who you are briefly. And go ahead.
Hey, my name is O'Dane. You know, originally from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in Jamaica. Just a humble guy, man. Just a chill dude. You know, out here trying to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Trying to find my way in this crazy world, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm a music producer, artist, videographer. The list goes on, man. The list goes on. I'm just a humble guy, humble, chill dude, just here.
Yeah. So I'm about to hit you with some questions, you know, because and people know that whenever we're on the Value Podcast, everything is centered around relationships. Okay. You know, it's a little more intimate today. We got the fire crackling in the back. You know, so from Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 31, man.
31.
Just turned 31. My birthday passed about 3 days ago.
Okay.
Like that.
So how was it growing up in Jamaica?
Man, it was
Did you have that great life? Like, you know what I mean? Just everything was going A-okay?
I mean, it really depends on what is A-okay. Because to be honest with you, man, like in Jamaica, I think things was more.
Well, let me say this. Back. Were you in the shanty towns?
The shanty towns? No, I was in the country, man. I wasn't in the shanty town at all. I was in the country, Trelawney. That's where, like, you know, a lot of, you know, you got Kingston, you got the towns. Mm-hmm. I'm in the country. Okay. Like, I used to go to the farm with my granddaddy. You know, used to ride donkeys and all that good stuff, man. I'm from humble beginnings.
Hold on, y'all was riding donkeys for real?
Oh, yeah, I used to ride donkeys, man, back in the day.
They got donkeys in Jamaica?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I only thought they had that in, like, the Middle East.
Nah, man. We got donkeys. We got horses. We got all that. We don't have no camels, though, but we have donkeys.
Oh, okay. You know what was crazy? I'm sorry. Yeah, they do have donkeys. I'm confused. I was thinking camel when you said donkey.
Yeah, nah, we got donkeys, man. But I used to, man, I'm from the country, bro. Like, you know, I used to go to farming, you know, just play marbles with my friend, go to bird hunting. And, you know, I think back then it was just, life was more simple. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Laid back.
Now were you always into music?
Oh, and actually ever since I can remember, bro, I always loved music. I feel like it's the only thing that I actually truly fall in love with. Mm-hmm. You know, at a young age, I was always fascinated with how they put, like, the sounds. Like, I used to listen to a song and I hear like a delay or a reverb. I'm like, yo, how did they do this? You know what I mean? So I was always fascinated with how they put it together. So I always found myself hanging out with sound DJs, watching what they're doing and stuff like that, man. Music is something I always loved.
So would you say, like, music was one of your outlets?
It was, man.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it was. And it still is my outlet.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm in music. That's how we connected. And, you know, growing up in New York, music was, like, very essential to me. I grew up around music. And then eventually it became like my coping mechanism. The things that I was battling with internally and things that I was battling with externally. So you growing up in Jamaica, when was that defining moment where you was like, you know what, I'm about to be all into this music right here?
When was that defining moment?
If you could remember, like.
I'm trying, because to be honest with you, bro, I feel like it was ever since I discovered that, the love for the music, I can't remember a specific moment, but I can tell you, bro, like, especially like when I go to parties and I watch the DJs doing their thing, like just hearing the sound, bro, how it makes me feel, I just know that, like, yo, this is what I want to do. I can't pinpoint to a specific moment in time, but I can say for sure, bro, like, every time I hear it, it's always just do something to my soul, bro. And I just know, like, yo, I love this. Yeah. And I want to know more about it. You know what I mean? I want to learn more about it. I want to, you know what I'm saying, explore this. So, yeah.
So this is a new area that I'm starting to step into. I've been in the, you know, in terms of, like, in the entertainment industry, in the music industry. Many people don't know that. A lot of my family are heavy in the music industry. But what I have discovered over time as I'm doing relationship coaching, counseling, advising, facilitating, is that that's also an area where a lot of artists, producers, engineers, actors battle with relationship, issues, whether it's family, business, significant other, romantic partner. So I want to go behind the scenes of that, because sometimes people see OG on the front.
True
but
that.
it's like behind the scenes, sometimes the artists are going through it, and I believe
It's real.
I want to be able to, I am going into that industry to attack that.
Word.
Because although we look great doing the music video and the party jumping, and you said, like, you see the DJ when you're growing up, but you don't know what the DJ's dealing with when he goes home.
Yeah.
They don't know what you're dealing with when you go home to mom and dad.
No idea.
It looks great. He's in the party, he's jumping, he's fly. And so we're going to slowly walk through this, but you're growing up in Jamaica. How was life at home? Like after the party and you going home to the parent, the mom and the dad, were you in a single family home? Were both parents there? Some artists, they deal with abuse. What did that look like when you went home?
Man, so growing up, man, I'll take it all the way back, So my dad left Jamaica when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
Right, my dad left Jamaica when I was 6 years old. So my mom, she was a single mom, going around trying to make things happen. You know what I mean? And it's just like, hold on, bro. Hold on. Oh, can we stop for a second?
No, just go ahead, man. Just flow.
It's just
because this right here is a real setting. This is the Value Podcast, man, and I truly value you as a person and everything that you're sharing, because our transparency, and I said it before, that our brokenness is directly connected to somebody's breakthrough. So in this moment, care to share whatever you desire to share. I'm not saying you have to share anything.
Yeah, for sure.
I do want, because that's what I'm saying. This is we as artists and creatives, sometimes people see the forefront, but they don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see the relationship aspect. That's very important.
True that. I would say, it's like in Jamaica, the family, like the belief system is like, you got to be tough. Like, don't get me wrong. I know my family love me. I know because they do what they got to take. They do what it takes to make sure we straight. But it's just like sometimes I feel like, as kids, especially in a country like that, third world country, we don't really get that. I haven't really felt that true connection, that love connection. You know what I'm saying? It was always like, I watched my mom constantly like grinding, constantly trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? I've seen abused. I've seen all of that. You know what I mean? And even though life was, as a kid, it was simple, I've seen a lot that I felt like, did a lot of damage, psychological damage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I had a lot of moments, bro, where, man, this is so tough, bro. Damn.
I'm here with you, man.
Yo.
This is real men talking right now,
And that's crazy, like this is when you guys can see this in real time, bro. Like opening up is hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Opening up is very hard. Expressing the things that I feel sometimes can be really hard, because always having this feeling in my mind like, like I need to be tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I consider myself, like the chosen one in my family. That's just how I feel. Like, I feel like it's my responsibility, my duty to get to a certain level in my life, you know what I'm saying, and be able to help my mom, because I've seen her struggle so much. I want to go back and give her the life I feel like she deserves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in my heart, bro, I feel like just expressing certain things, almost feels like weakness. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's not, bro. It's just tough, bro. It's tough.
I tell you this is a safe place. This is a grace place. And oftentimes as men, And I could understand. We grow up in environments where it's this macho masculinity approach to everything. And not saying that we shouldn't, carry ourselves as masculine and be strong and be mighty and be powerful. But there are moments where we have to remove the mask. We have to be tenderhearted.
For real, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's one of the issues we face in society now, where men feel as if, man, I can't be vulnerable anywhere. I gotta be tough all the time. So I'm even encouraging you, like, in this moment, it's not about who's tough. It's about us just unpacking these questions and taking this journey. Because I have some other questions, and we're doing this journey together. You know what I mean? Because everything that I'm saying to you, whether it's advice, whether it's a opinion or some wisdom, it's for me too.
Oh, word.
The pill's for me as well. As well as those that are listening.
True.
So let me say this. Life at home is not. It's great, but it's not as great from what I'm catching.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
What was the age where you leave Jamaica and then you come to America?
I left Jamaica when I was 19. 19 years old.
Did you come by yourself?
I actually moved there with my sister.
Okay.
Yeah, back in 2009. Yeah.
So the at-home thing you were about to explain, how is that relationship with you, your mom, or your dad, or whomever now?
Oh, it's great. I'm connected with my mom. We talk every day. My dad, he's here. We talk a lot as well. So the relationship with my family is pretty. We close now. We close. We was always been close, but I just felt like growing up, man. Like, I've seen a lot, man. Like, I see my stepdad. I see my mom. I see the fights, bro. I've seen. Shit, bro. I can't do this. Can we stop for a second? Can we stop for a second?
Oh, you could just do whatever you want. I'll edit whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Wow, this feels different, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a lot going on right now in my head. It's like I'm having a hard time, like, organizing my thoughts. I feel like I need to be transparent about this shit and speak on it and talk about it, because I feel like it's very important to get it out, right? But at the same time, it's like I don't want to say things that will potentially make other folks look bad.
I understand.
You feel what I'm saying?
I understand.
But it's just like, how do you have that conversation without touching, like, on those subjects?
So here's what we're unpacking right now, and you and I spoke about this in terms of memory meetings.
Word.
So this is potentially one of those memory meetings. Without going into full, disclosing everything, did whatever it was that occurred, did it hurt you?
Oh, definitely, it did. It did hurt, because when I think about it, man, a lot of, I would say, experiences I had back in my childhood, it still comes up. I still feel it. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes I make decisions based off those feelings or emotions. Mm-hmm. They're still there. They live there, and I felt like I didn't really deal with the situation, or you know what I mean. So yeah, it definitely hurt.
So do you believe that you take some of that? Because I know as an artist, sometimes we'll take some of those traumas or we'll take some of those experiences and we'll say, you know what, I'm just gonna vent this through this music. I'm gonna beat this keyboard. I'm gonna, this track is gonna become my outlet. Mm. But even in doing that, sometimes we never really address the pain or the hurt. Although we're filtering it through a mic or through some speakers or to a drum or whatever the case may be, we still haven't really dealt with that pain or those memories.
True that.
And so one of the things I do when I was talking was the showing people how to live with the memory. Yeah. And right now, in this moment right now, we're partnering that memory. Word. I'm becoming a partner to you to let you partner that memory with me, all those memories with me. Yeah. So let's talk about this. We could take our eyes off of the family. We realized that you were hurt.
Word.
And now we move into an area, we got our family and we're dealing with that. and we're being restored, but then you get a significant other or a romantic partner.
Yeah.
How has that trauma impacted that area?
I would say in a lot of ways, because basically those experience back in my my childhood days, man, like it make me lose trust. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's just like I know you love me, right? I know you care about me. I know you here, but I'm like, okay, bro, I can't. Whoa.
Let's go, man. We here right now by the fire.
By the fire, bro.
By the fire, man.
By the fire.
We're going through the fire right now. We here.
I think I probably need to like take a second to stand up for a little bit. I know it sounds.
No. Do what you got to do, man. Listen. We're recording. We're on audio. We're on video. This is gonna be organic. If you got to stand up, stretch,
word,
do whatever you got to do. This is how I'm gonna drop it on the video.
Just like that.
I'm gonna drop it just like this. For people that are listening right now, this is a sobering moment. This is a transparent moment. You're feeling what you're feeling, which is reasonable. It's understandable. It's emotions. You know? But at the same time, what's happening right now is you're being set free.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. And this is what I'm saying, that a lot of people in the music, and not in music, but in the entertainment business, sometimes these conversations aren't had. I've been there where sometimes you want to talk to somebody, but you don't really get to talk to nobody. We don't really get to open up.
We don't know. It's like you don't know how to.
Or we don't even know how to communicate it. How do I say I feel this way because of this?
And that's what I'm dealing with right now. As you can see, like this is exactly what I'm dealing with. Yeah. Like it's just like I don't know how to communicate those feelings. It's crazy.
You're trying to give it language. You're trying to give it some type of vocabulary. Well, let's try this. Let's do this, because we were about to unpack the relationship with the significant other. And this as elementary as this may sound, this is something that I learned and I practiced when I went through a particular type of coaching course. To start off the sentences like, when I was with this person, or this makes me feel this way. And then from that part, this makes me feel this way, and then boom. When I was in a relationship, this made me feel this way. And think about it. A lot of us as men, it goes back to that masculine part. It's like, that sounds soft. No, but it's allowing us to get that yuck, I should say, out of us.
Get it out of our chest.
You know, I had to go through that. I had to learn that, where I had to start changing my language and saying, you know what? I feel like this when that occurred. As elementary as that sounds, that was a way of me expressing my feelings and not suppressing them anymore. Like, you know what? I don't like how that went down. I feel like this when that happened. And then the person can respond to me. And then there's healthy communication taking place versus bottling everything up. And then it comes out explosive. So what got you to, like, you know what? I don't trust anyone, not even my significant other. You know, I'm with her, but it's like, I don't know, you know? I know it may be a plethora or a lot of things, but maybe one or two where it's like, because once you're in the entertainment business, then you got, you know, it's almost like a sense of paranoia on you. Like, who is this? I don't know. What are they doing? What's going on? You remind me of this.
Man.
Did she remind you of something that had you like, you know what?
I think I need a second, bro. My brain just like completely like blanked out on me right now, bro. Like it's crazy. It's like it's shut down, bro. It's crazy. Like
it's okay. It's okay.
How do you stand up?
No, go ahead and stand up. Yo. And I'll continue talking. For those that are viewing this and those that are listening, this is exactly why I put myself in this position. And when I say relationship mechanic, I'm not saying this as, oh, it's a dope little title. It sounds nice. No. there are people that are literally dealing with relationship issues, relationships trauma, and specifically today we're addressing individuals such as my brother right here that's in the music industry, in the entertainment business, and these are the challenges behind the scenes that we don't know about, you know? Of course, we watch videos or whatever this case may be, and it was like, oh, that looks dope. They look so hyped. They look so lively. And his life is probably full of greatness, but it's at the same time, we're gonna dismantle this hurt and walk it out. And it doesn't end here. This is just a starting point. And so,
all right, let me go ahead and be transparent because. Guess this was happening right now.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the question, but this was really happening right now. Okay?
Yeah, let's talk. We're being organic. We can just flow.
Growing up as a kid, right? Man, like I was always outgoing, just creative, like free spirited. You know what I'm saying? Like always want to try new things, always want to learn new things, and I just feel like just growing up, bro, like. Go back to childhood, the first questions and stuff. Like, my mom raised me pretty much by herself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, pops left Jamaica when I was 6 years old. Boom, boom, boom. My mom had me when she was very young. So, really, she didn't really have any information, no guidance. She didn't know nobody. Nobody didn't tell her how to move. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have the tools. You know, so basically she was left when my dad left. She was, left to take care of us, me and my sister, by herself, with no tools, damn near no family. You know what I'm saying? I keep doing this. No family, anything like that. And I feel like she was hurt, and I see it. I feel like she was hurt, and she said stuff to me that I feel like actually bothers me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me lose trust and faith in myself. So what's really happening right now is literally like in my head as we speak, is this voice in my head telling me that I can't do this. I can't do it. I don't really have what it takes. I don't have what it takes to do this. I'm not gonna be anything ever. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like the insecurities that I've been hiding and dealing with my whole life. It's pretty much right now in this very moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually like loud in my head, bro. Nah, you can't do this. You sounding crazy. Don't talk about it. Don't let it go. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've been fighting with this shit for the longest time, bro. I've been fighting with this for a long time. And, bro, this is... Man,
can you remember how far back you've been like kind of like fighting with this?
Since I was a kid, bro. Since I was ever since I can remember, since I can remember, like going to school, like I used to stay away, try my best to not be in class sometimes because I don't want to be called up on. I don't want to be put on the spot because I was told so many times that. Like, you're not gonna be shit. You're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a kid, I believed that, man. I believed it. So I feel like I was always running. You know what I mean? Always trying to protect myself from being looked at as the kid who don't know a damn thing and we're never gonna be shit. You know what I mean? So, and as I grow older, I realized, man, look, I can't let that hold me down, but at the same time, it's there. Like, it's there. So it was like, I got to find a way to mask it. I have to find a way to cover that, to cover it. I got to put on, you know what I'm saying, the best face, the best smile. Like, you know what I mean? I have to learn as much as I can so that way I'm looked at as the person that can do. People can see me as a person that can actually do certain things. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he can accomplish stuff. You know what I mean? But deep down inside, bro, like that feeling is there. It's deep within, and it's like I travel with it every day, even at my age right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Even at my age right now. And so yeah, it just, man, it's
So those what I'm hearing is what occurred is that those words, because words are powerful.
very powerful.
You know, it says life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of our mouth. We can choose to speak life or we can speak death. You know, so a lot of times people's words are spoken over us and they grab hold of our heart. They become cemented in our minds and then embedded into the deepest parts of us.
Facts.
And as we grow up, these words are still echoing in our minds. So you're battling with these words of I'm not nothing, I'm not enough, or whatever those words were, and not having the strength or the tools to combat against these words are still echoing in your mind as we sit here right now. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to say. After we finish this, those words won't have as much strength or power anymore, because right now as we're doing this is one of the tools. Because I said, as a relationship mechanic, I focus on preparing, evaluating, and giving people the tools they need to maintain healthy relationships. So one of those tools right now is us even sitting here having this conversation, communicating those thoughts that are in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, because to combat against those, now we have to put new words in your mind, new words in your heart, affirmations that you are great, you are mighty, you are powerful. Yeah. You know,
and I see how that affects my relationships, man. Because like, imagine just being in those relationships and stuff. Being in my past relationship, I feel like I wasn't good enough. I feel like I wasn't like man enough, bro. You know. Like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, you know, it's not gonna work out because I'm not good enough. And basically what happened, I project that energy into my relationship. You know what I'm saying? And what happened is when you feel those things, when you feel those insecurities, when you like, okay, so if you didn't deal with your traumas and stuff like that, what happened is you start looking for people to blame for it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we tend to blame the people closest to us, the people who care about us the most. And when I look back, because I'm not even here, I'm not going to talk about this. This is about me right now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to, everybody make their mistakes, but I am talking because I'm taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? This is about me right now, how I operate in my situations. And I feel like I project, you know, certain things, certain insecurities, things that I've experienced in my past, things that I've seen as a child. You know, I'm in my relationships with that same mindset. Mm-hmm. You know, I felt like I was treated a certain way, you know, as a kid, treated a certain way. I was loved, but at the same time, I was told certain things, and you know, and I feel like I actually do the same things in some of my past relationships. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just. Man, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, some of the words that I heard as a kid, some of the things that I've experienced as a kid, I say those same words to the people I was with, the people that I love the most. Mm. And those words hurt them just as much as it hurt me as a kid growing up, and still hurting me today. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
Well, I would say this, that it's a process to overcome a lot of the stuff that you're sharing. Don't look at it as an overnight task. Even as, like I said, this particular conversation that we're having is one step towards being set completely free. One step towards, what should I say, muffling those voices and words that echo inside of your mind. And like I said, as artists, sometimes this is the part that people don't see. The music sounds amazing. It's popping. It's the mask. You know, the mask we put on sometimes. I'm. You know, this is for me as well. Like, no, we got to tear it off, and we got to like seek wise counsel or advisors or coaches and partner those memories.
Yeah.
Partner those memories with people, because what happens over time is, as we partner it, the memory begins to lose its strength. the voices and the sounds and the words that were spoke will be there.
Word.
Because trigger's gonna have them rise up. But as you gain strength and momentum by partnering those memories with healthy people, like I always say, with healthy people, not perfect people, the memory begins to lose its strength. The words and the voices begin to, the sound begins to low, the volume gets lower and lower and lower as you fill it with more powerful words, and you're partnering with healthy people and you're in a different type of environment.
Yeah.
So on my podcast, I do this, right? With my guests. I have 3 words.
Okay.
And I give them each word, and they have to tell me what that word means to them, and then they have to use the word in a sentence. Okay?
Okay.
So you ready?
Run it.
All right. So the first word is belief.
Belief. What does that word mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Bro, it's like I'm having a very tough time right now.
It's all right. And even if you don't want to use it in a sentence, just tell me what does it mean to you when you hear the word belief?
I don't even know what to say, bro. I really just.
Okay, you want me to go to the next word?
No, it's not. It's not even just the word, bro. It's just really like I'm trying to figure out, like, right now, like, why do I feel like this? Like, why do I feel so, like, shut down, bro? Like,
I believe one of the reasons is because as we're having this conversation, and what I'm sensing and what even everything you're sharing is that you have never opened up like this, and it's understandable. It's nothing to feel ashamed of or anything like that. But you've never, from us talking, you never opened up like this. So as you're beginning to open up more, think about it. Like we said earlier, as men, it's this, we macho. So now that strength and that vulnerability is being exposed, which is a healthy thing. As men, we got to look at this as a healthy moment right now. I want you to understand that if you don't remember anything out of this moment and this conversation we're having by this crackling fire, that this is a healthy moment. Not just for you, but for me as well. This is a growth moment to identify, okay, wow, that's how I felt during that moment. Why do I feel like that? And then begin to get a understanding of that, and now it's like, okay, it's a learning moment. It's a healthy moment.
yeah, it's like for me, it's just like I never really tie a specific moment to, you know, a specific experience to what I feel. It's just like it's just everything together. Just so like there's no organization as far as like my feelings. It's all over the place as far as like it's like sometimes I may think about like. It's just like different thoughts pops up in my mind and different things comes up. And I just don't really know how to really have a conversation about it.
Right.
And like right now, like at this point, like I feel like I am not being forced to really try to get it out. And like there's this side of my brain is like, let it out. And there's the other side of my brain is just like shut down. And I typically run to the shut down part of my brain. So like right now, like I'm literally shutting down.
But here's the thing. I want you to understand that that's okay. For right now, that's okay. There's tools and practices that I have in place to allow those thoughts to be organized and go from shut down to shut on, and then being able to communicate. Whether it's sitting in a podcast setting, or if you're sitting with your significant other, or you're sitting with your family, and these questions or anything's being asked, the communication is more clear. Your thoughts are more clear.
You're asking me like, what does the word believe mean to me? Just like I'm like, wow. That's a very good question. It's like, but I never really sat there and asked myself these questions. Like, you know, I feel like I've been moving through life, just going through, but I never really sit down and really, you know, ask myself like, what does certain things really mean to you? Like, you know, it's almost feel like I just been living life and just going on autopilot, bro. Just going.
And that happens.
I never stopped to really address certain things in my life. So when you ask that question, it's just like, wow.
So
what does the word believe mean to me?
This may be, as we're closing out this podcast, this may be a moment of self-discovery where now you can even do self-reflect. You can self-reflect and think, you know what? I've been on the go. Let me pause for a second, take a breather, and take in life for real and say, okay, what does this mean to me? What does this relationship mean to me? What are these thoughts? Why am I thinking these thoughts? How do I organize these thoughts? And even as you and I are building this relationship, trust me, this is what we're gonna do. Because once again, I'm taking people behind the scenes of this music world, this entertainment world. As you being an artist and a musician and a producer, you're not the only one that has this challenge. There's hundreds and thousands of people that's going to be watching this and listening to this that are experiencing the same thing. And so I even thank you for sitting down and taking time to do this, because I know it's going to set others free. And I got a gift.
You got a gift for me?
I got a gift. My book, The Value of Relationships, and it's dealing with all relationships. I like to say first the one between us and God, then everybody else. But it's a book and a journal. At the end of every chapter, there's some self-reflection pages for you to jot notes in. At the end of every chapter. And I've taught that information all throughout the United States.
Principles to building a solid foundation.
Principles of building a solid foundation.
Nice. At
the end of every chapter, there's a part for you to journal inside of, man. So okay. I appreciate you, King, man.
Hey.
Message, bro. For real. Oh, shit. Don't worry about it. Yo. That's it right, y'all.
Listen.
Man. The Value Podcast, man. I told y'all, man, when valuable people attract people of value, it's authentic, it's organic. You know, we just sitting by the fire, soaking it in, talking about relationships. So, yo, check it out, though. Where can the people find you? For the people that are listening and the people that are watching, I'll throw it on the screen. But for those that are listening to this podcast, where can they find you? Where can they get in touch with you at?
You know, you can find me on Instagram, all social media, Facebook, Twitter, O'Dane Gibbs, OGVybes. That's my Instagram handle. My music, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. O'Dane Gibson, ODANEGIBSON. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is, guys. The Value Podcast. We're over and out. Peace.